Welcome to Into the Darkness, where we dive into the most spine-chilling and captivating true crime stories from around the world. Each week, we take you deep into the heart of the darkest mysteries and the most notorious criminals. Our detailed narratives, gripping voiceovers, and vivid visuals will immerse you in the thrilling world of true crime. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to join our community of crime enthusiasts. Get ready to uncover the truth, face the terror, and remember, every story hides a shadow. Now, let's dive into the darkness. The Osaka Theater Mystery, The Haunting of the Anya Mask. Osaka, Japan in 1983, a bustling city where ancient traditions intermingle with the neon glow of modernity. Amidst this vibrant metropolis, a chilling crime was about to unfold, steeped in terror and mystery. The evening was thick with anticipation as patrons filled the seats of the historic No Theater. The play, a special performance of a centuries-old tale of love and betrayal, was highly anticipated. This particular performance featured the Anya mask, an artifact infamous for its cursed history. The mask had a storied past, once belonging to a famed No actor who met a gruesome end. Legends whispered that the mask brought death and madness to anyone who wore it. As the audience settled into their seats, the dim lighting and haunting music of the traditional No orchestra created an atmosphere of eerie foreboding. The curtain rose and the actors, dressed in their elaborate kimonos, began to weave the intricate story. The lead actress, Ayako, was captivating in her role. Her movements were graceful, her voice ethereal, and the mask, ominous and beautiful, seemed to transform her into a spectral presence on stage. The performance reached its climax with Ayako's character, a tragic figure cursed by fate, donning the Anya mask. Her performance was mesmerizing, holding the audience spellbound. But as the final haunting notes of the music played, a blood-curdling scream shattered the silence. Ayako collapsed to the floor, convulsing, the cursed mask still on her face. The audience erupted into chaos. Ushers and stagehands rushed to the stage, but it was too late. Ayako lay lifeless, her eyes wide with terror. The theater, once filled with applause and admiration, now echoed with panic and confusion. The once celebrated Anya mask, now a symbol of horror, lay discarded beside her body, its empty eyes staring into the void. Detective Hiroshi Tanaka, a seasoned investigator known for his keen eye and unyielding determination, was assigned to the case. As he surveyed the crime scene, the air was thick with tension and the lingering scent of incense and fear. The Anya mask, now an object of dread, sat in an evidence bag, its malevolent presence almost palpable. The initial forensic analysis revealed that Ayako had been poisoned, but the method was highly unusual. Traces of a rare and deadly toxin were found on the inside of the mask. This particular toxin, derived from a plant native to the remote mountains of Japan, was almost impossible to obtain and even more challenging to use effectively. The precision with which it had been applied suggested a deep knowledge of poisons and their effects. Tanaka delved into the history of the Anya mask. The mask was created by a master craftsman in the 18th century, a man driven by personal tragedy. His wife, an actress, had died under mysterious circumstances, and in his grief he crafted the mask, imbuing it with his anguish and despair. Over the years, several mysterious deaths had been linked to the mask, but no conclusive evidence had ever been found. Tanaka's investigation led him to the workshop of the master craftsman's descendants, now a museum dedicated to traditional No theater. There, he found journals and records detailing the mask's creation and the ritual involved. The journals spoke of a dark ritual involving ancient poisons and curses, believed to bind the wearer's soul to the mask forever. These journals, filled with cryptic notes and eerie illustrations, hinted at a deep and malevolent force connected to the mask. Ayako was beloved by many, known for her grace, beauty, and unparalleled talent on stage. Interviews with her colleagues and friends painted a picture of a passionate artist who lived and breathed theater. Her dedication was unmatched, and she had no known enemies. Yet, as Tanaka dug deeper, he uncovered a web of jealousy, rivalry, and hidden animosities within the theater troupe. One name stood out: Kazuo, a fellow actor who had always been overshadowed by Ayako's brilliance. Kazuo was a talented performer, but his ambition and desire for recognition had driven a wedge between him and his colleagues. His intense obsession with the Anya mask and its legend added another layer of intrigue to the case. Witnesses recounted seeing him acting strangely in the days leading up to the performance, muttering about the mask's power and fate. Kazuo's fascination with the mask dated back to his childhood when he first heard the chilling tales of its cursed history. He believed that the mask held the key to his success and immortality in the world of theater. Tanaka discovered that Kazuo had spent years researching the mask, visiting libraries, and speaking to historians and folklore experts. His apartment was filled with books, articles, and sketches of the mask, along with notes detailing his plans to use it in a performance. Tanaka's investigation also led him to the master craftsman's workshop, where he discovered old journals detailing the creation of the Anya mask. These journals revealed a dark and twisted tale of grief, revenge, and the supernatural. The craftsman had used ancient rituals and rare poisons to create the mask, believing that it would trap the soul of his deceased wife and bring her back to life. The journals also contained sketches and instructions on how to use the mask, adding to the eerie and unsettling nature of the case. Just as Tanaka felt he was closing in on Kazuo, new evidence emerged that turned the case on its head. A theater janitor, an elderly man who had worked there for decades, came forward with a shocking confession. He claimed that he had placed the mask on Ayako under the coercion of a mysterious figure who had threatened his family. The janitor's description matched a local legend of a vengeful spirit haunting the theater, a ghostly figure said to appear whenever the Anya mask was used. This twist added a new and supernatural dimension to the case. Was it possible that the mask was truly cursed, or was someone using the legend to cover their tracks? Tanaka was torn between his rational instincts and the mounting evidence suggesting a more sinister, otherworldly force at play. With renewed determination, Tanaka continued his investigation, uncovering more about Kazuo's obsession and his possible connections to the supernatural. He found evidence of Kazuo attending secretive meetings with a group of occult enthusiasts, further deepening the mystery. These meetings, held in hidden locations around Osaka, were focused on ancient rituals and the power of cursed objects. Kazuo's involvement with this group suggested that he had gone to great lengths to harness the mask's supposed powers. In a dramatic confrontation, Tanaka pieced together the final clues and uncovered the truth. Kazuo had indeed orchestrated Ayako's murder, using the janitor as a pawn to carry out his plan. His motive was not just jealousy but a twisted desire to validate the mask's legend, hoping to immortalize himself as part of the theater's history. Kazuo believed that by using the mask to commit a high-profile murder, he would cement his place in the annals of no theater and be remembered forever. Kazuo was arrested, and the cursed mask was sealed away in a museum, never to be worn again. The theater community, shaken by the tragedy, vowed to honor Ayako's memory and the legacy of the Anya mask with respect and caution. However, whispers of its haunting legacy continued, ensuring that the story of Ayako and the Anya mask would live on in infamy. The Osaka theater mystery remains one of Japan's most captivating true crime stories, blending historical intrigue with supernatural elements. Detective Tanaka's meticulous investigation and the emotional depth of the characters create a compelling narrative that keeps audiences enthralled, wondering about the true power of the Anya mask. The case serves as a stark reminder of the thin line between reality and legend, and the dangers of letting ambition and obsession drive one to the edge of reason. The Anya mask, now a symbol of both artistry and horror, stands as a testament to the enduring power of myth and the dark corners of the human psyche.